everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Heist Garage's Shop Talk. You're here with your boys. Obviously me, Alex, my brother Pablo. You can catch us on Instagram, THG_Shop Talk. You can also catch our business page at the Heist Garage. Catch my brother's mobile detailing business at
the Heights_Auto Spa.
Exactly. Yeah. I know you had a story. It's Wednesday. First, let's do this real quick. Let's give the flowers where they should be given. Last night we went to the Rev and Philo movie.
And my God, that...
Yeah, dude, it came out really good.
Oh, me and my brother got there and we were mingling with everybody outside in like the lobby area of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And we walked inside the theater. I think me and you both subconsciously sat all the way... That's a little too loud, huh? We both subconsciously sat all the way in the corner by ourselves. Everybody was, together in the middle, gathered up. Me and you were just on the side, like probably like the ADA seats or the handicap accessible seats.
Yeah,
and
we
me
were
and you
just in the corner.
Nobody else was with us, and I feel like me and you both sat there because we didn't want them to see us cry.
Yeah, man.
Not that we're like ashamed of it, but we're like, I don't know.
Like, let's just enjoy. But
yeah, man, that movie it made you laugh. It was a tearjerker. It was cool, man. It was cool. I really enjoyed it. It's weird because it's not like a big production movie.
No.
But I would definitely like, damn, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
It was cool.
If we could have a second screening or whatever it is. But that too, I mean, not that we knew Chris Don personally. I guess, we've had a couple conversations with him. I've had a couple conversations with him, but it was never anything like, I never hung out with him.
Yeah.
I saw him at the music center a couple times. I worked with him when we were on Zone. But I never, I never hung out with him. So I never went out, drank with him or anything like that. And it's not because he was a bad, we just different crowds or whatever. Yeah. But he was always a funny guy. He was always a good guy. Like, he was always up for a conversation. Those couple times where he was around and he was talking to like Sean and Felipe and like I just happened to be there, he would just talk and like he wouldn't care and he would try to include like, come on, what do you think? And it was cool to see that. And then Rory really brought it to life that this dude was like that too. I didn't know that he was in a relatively successful band.
I knew he was in that band, but I didn't know it was successful like that. Because they talked about it on the Rev and Philo show. They had talked about it. I remember that episode where Chris Don was talking about how he's like, yeah, dude, I remember when the band broke up. I was kind of like, fuck, what am I going to do now? And then I think that same episode talked about how one of the band members was going through kidney failure.
Oh. And
he didn't have his machine or something like that. And that they were on tour in Reno. I think he wrote a song about it because he's like, damn, I thought that this dude was going to die. And he's like, this guy's the guy he's the glue that holds the band together. If this dude dies, like, that's it, the band's over.
Right.
So he's like, it was a big old story. But yeah, I remember. But yeah, like you said, I didn't know that it was that successful where they were like touring with other bands and stuff. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. Dude. I knew he toured and he played, but I didn't think it was that big, like that big.
Yeah. And so it was like, oh, damn, cool. And like, what the hell? He was working at the music center.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, I mean, nothing against that, but it was just like, holy shit, what is this dude?
What are you doing over here?
And well, they don't go into depth with that. They just kind of they poke fun at it, like, oh, it was over a girl, and then they have like a Photoshop picture of him, and then it's like Yoko Ono, and it's like, oh, they got Yoko. So it was pretty funny, and that too was super lighthearted. Like, there are parts where it's super heavy. Again, it's a documentary about the podcast, but it ended up being a little bit more about Chris Don and what he left. Like a little
tribute kind of thing. Because
he passed away. So it is heavy, and they go into heavy topics. When we had Felipe here, we were talking to him, and he brought up the point that when they during the riots, during COVID and all that, and their podcast, it's a comedy podcast, right? It's just normal topics, but they decided like, hey, we gotta go into this. So one thing that stuck with me is when Chris told Felipe, like, you're a good person.
Yeah, I'm a good person. Why can't we talk about it?
Why can't we talk about it? And again, we're not political here or anything, but in a super heightened political state that, we are in America, it's like people got to remember that, like, we can talk about anything as long as you're coming from a good place. Like, no topic should be off limits, right? But the fact that they were able to go through that and Chris Don was able to bring light to it and not necessarily just make it funny, but like, he actually got deep and he's like, he's just saying, and like, it's insightful.
But it's not something you would expect out of Chris Don, and only because he was a clown, dude. He was always fucking around. Him and Felipe were always fucking around. So I've never heard him talk about something like so serious, and it's like, oh shit, like that.
And they handled it. Really well.
And I remember, well, like you said, when Felipe was here, and when even just outside of the podcast talking to him personally, he was like that neither of them were like, dude, I don't think we should talk about it. I don't know.
It was just like,
but then Felipe was like, no, I feel like we need to talk about it. It's stuff that's going on.
Elephant in the room.
Yeah, we gotta talk about it. We can't just go on without it.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up. I think in the documentary, it said it was 3 episodes long. Well, not They did 3 episodes based on the same topic because there was just a lot to talk about. And I was like, I mean, I think that's good. Mm-hmm. And they said after that, Leah Chapman, right?
Yeah.
Who is African American, said, hey, thank you, because people are scared to talk about it.
Yeah,
and
you guys
shouldn't be scared. Yeah. And they talked about it.
So it was cool though, but it was really nice. Like we said, it was lighthearted when it needed to be, and it was heavy when it needed to be. Because again, I mean, I don't want to throw it out there, but I mean, if you don't know how he passed, kind of don't want to air it out. I know it's still a touchy subject or whatever, but the way he went, it's not a way anybody should go. It's not a way anybody wants to go. And the fact that, well, you know what? Yeah, let's air it out, because that song that he made, that drug dealer song,
it's so crazy,
dude.
It
freaking hits way
crazy.
Harder. And again, no disrespect to him, the family. I don't think they listen, but if they do, I hope we're coming from a place of love, I guess you can say. But he wrote this song about his drug dealer. He even says in a documentary, because he brought it up on the podcast, and he's like, I was reluctant to drop this because I didn't want my family to know this,
Yeah.
And it's like, well, everybody has demons. Everybody has demons, and this dude just laid them out. And he wrote a song. He's super talented, and that song, because of the way he went, that song just resonates with people even more. And he even said he got a message from someone like,
hey, thank you.
I need help. I need this. Like, thank you for bringing this to light. So, I mean, Chris Don, he not just comedic relief, but he was inspirational to other people in many different ways, and we just didn't know it. But the documentary was super cool. It was good to see all our old friends.
I was gonna say that too. That was the main thing. It was a reunion. Dude.
It really was.
Rory even said when he was talking, he's like, hey, this looks familiar. Like, there's a bunch of people at the music center where they started working there, and they branched out. And a lot of people we talked about were like, oh yeah, I'm not there no more. I'm doing this. And it's like, oh shit.
Like, all right, good
That's
for you.
Good.
That's
like,
cool.
The music center was a big stepping stone for a lot of people.
Oh, for sure.
And not, I think they said in the documentary or in the Revla movie too, that they're like, oh, in the beginning it was super clicked up. And it was. I remember when I started, you were with your group of friends. You were always you were always the type to talk to everybody. You had your group of friends though.
Yeah.
And it was like the Panfilos, Paul, Claire, Eggshell, and I hung out with them for a while. And then I started hanging out with like Emmanuel, Enrique, Josh, Matthew Saunders, and it's only because I got hired with them.
Yeah.
And then I was like, it was super clicky, because even when we would go to parties, you would go with them, and I would go with my group.
People,
And then it was like after a while, it was like everybody just ended up talking to everybody, and I was like, oh, that's cool. But Rory brought it up. He's like, oh, it looks familiar. Good seeing. I was like, it's true, dude. We saw people that used to be supervisors, head ushers were there.
Everything down to the bottom of the barrel.
Down to the bottom, people that were just like us, just ushers. It was crazy, dude. And it was cool because me and you went in there. Well, me and you were always kind of like the shy type. We walk in and we don't really like, hey, what's up, guys? We're here. We walked in and everybody was like, oh, shit, what's up?
Like,
J-Rat was one of the ones, the first ones that approached us. Was like, yo, what's up? You guys are doing good. I'm happy for you guys. And we're like, hell yeah, dude. Like,
that too, dude. Intro, outro coming soon by J-Rat.
We gotta hit J-Rat Monster. We're gonna
take him up on that offer. He was like, whatever you guys need, like, I got you.
Hell yeah. I already have a song. I'll show you after. A song.
So, but cool. Like my brother was saying, it was really cool to see everybody. They were coming up to us like, oh, how you guys doing, this and that. And then obviously we're the closest to Ashley and Felipe, and we saw them and we're saying hi and we're all talking. But yeah, seeing everybody, and then we go into this theater. It's called Vidiots. Shout out to Vidiots too. It's a nonprofit in Eagle Rock.
It's a nice little theater too.
It's a nice little theater. Yeah, they do matinee shows on the weekends for kids, and then right now during summer, I think the guy was saying
2 days out of the week.
2 days out of the week. Yeah, so. Shout out to them, Vidiots. They let them screen the movie there, and it was just cool. I mean, it's crazy because I don't want to say I didn't know how popular or famous the podcast was, but when they were talking about it and how they're all like, damn, we're looking at numbers and this and that, and we got 200 views, and I'm like, well, I don't really look at the numbers for us because I know they're sad again.
Yeah.
And it's fine because that too. I don't want to look at them and be like, damn it, like fuck,
it's discouraging.
we should be here. We should.
Yeah.
But it was cool because it brought perspective to it, right? I'm not taking anything from them, but the fact that people were coming up to them at work, hey, when you guys gonna do the next one? Like, oh, dude, that shit was funny.
Yeah.
And it happens at work for me.
Yeah.
My homies, Pedro, and it's like, I feel like at this point, yeah, we're doing it for us, and it makes us laugh and all that, but at the same time, I like going back to work and hearing the guys talk about it, like, oh, you guys are idiots. Like, you guys brought up, oh, you forgot to say this. Like, you talked about this at work, but you didn't bring up the big. And I'm like, fuck. So I like bringing it out for them.
Yeah,
like,
and it's funny because I remember I had the same situation with detailing business. Mm-hmm. Might have been like last year or earlier this year. And I was already, I think I told you, and I was like, dude, I wanna, like, I was already thinking of selling my shit. I was like, dude, I haven't gotten anybody in like 2-3 months. I'm just taking a room, and I was like, I gotta get rid of it. And then I hadn't told you I wanted to sell it. I told you after everything happened, I was like, yeah, dude, I want to sell it. And stuff. But I was like, but then the day that I was legit gonna go take pictures in the storage room and put everything on offer, I got hit up by like 4 or 5 different people.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude, I need this detail. And I was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck have you guys been the past fucking 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
And it's like, when you want to give up, it's like, that's when somebody will come, hey, dude, when's the next episode? Or I do the detail. I was like, you motherfuckers, dude. And it's funny, it's kind of sidetrack. Bear is one of the ones that, hey, what's up, fool? When you gonna drop the new shirt, fool?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, fool, what's up? Was like, fuck, dude.
Anything new?
Anything new? Hey, fool, on this, you said this. And it's like, dude, all right.
Yeah.
It kind of it drags us back in.
Yeah, and it's cool because it keeps us on track. Like, they call us out. Like,
yeah,
the whole thing with Philo right now, he dropped 2 episodes, and we told him, like, we don't want to pressure you, but also, like, it's really funny. Like, I understand Chris Don was a very important piece of the podcast, and he cannot be replaced, but you're not doing the same thing. Like, it's never gonna be the same, but it's good.
We still
it's
like
good
it.
because it's its own. It's its own thing. You're not trying to recapture what Chris Don did, because no one's gonna be able to recapture that, and it's fine. Go ahead, like, just do your thing. Like, we like hearing you. We like hearing Mikey, Dave. Like,
I want to say that. Not only that, he has J-Rat, Dave, and Mikey. They're fucking hilarious. Dude. Yeah, they're good guys. They're fun to listen to all together. They're so it's not like he's there alone just talking to himself. He has his other co-hosts. Yeah. And like we said, it's not gonna be.
It's not gonna be the same.
It's not gonna be the same.
But we don't want it to be the same.
It's not. How do I say it? It's not gonna suck either. It's not gonna be like, fuck, Chris Don's not there. Fuck that. Like, no.
Yeah.
We still want. I remember. We talked about it a couple episodes ago when you went to go do his oil.
Yeah.
And we're like, dude, finally, bro.
Finally we're happy about it. Yeah. We're happy about it. And they bring it up in the documentary too. Felipe was like, I did we did episodes after that, and then after a while he was like, holy, like, I haven't even griefed for Chris Don. Like,
yeah, he just started to get back to work.
And it sucks because I guess like, Chris Don's uncle told him, like, you need to continue it. And again, it's like, that's what Chris Don would have wanted, and I'm glad Felipe took some time off, and he realized, and I hope he realizes, like, again, it's not gonna be the same, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it's still gonna be a good podcast. We're still gonna laugh. We're still gonna laugh. It's still gonna like, and it's just, it is what it is. Like, that's life. People come and go. This one hurt. It stung. And seeing this documentary and what he left behind, it just shows you, like, damn, like, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like, it's crazy what life is.
I mean, you didn't really have a personal relationship with the guy. No. As in, like, we never hung out or hey, hit up Chris Don.
We never had a deep conversation.
Yeah, but it was just. And like they said it in the movie, in the Revenue movie, how they would have conversations outside in the garden during the breaks, and then
people would gravitate to it.
I was one of the guys in the crowd, like, what the fuck? Sex with robots?
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Oh, would you fuck a porn star? What?
What do you? And it was just,
and I wouldn't necessarily chime into the conversation, but I was always in the back, like, what? Like, what?
Does that really say?
Yeah, like, what the fuck? You can say that about at work? Yeah.
And but kudos to them. Kudos to Rory for capturing that.
Yeah, I think. Wow, what was this production? Something Wrangler,
Wrangler production. But he said too in the podcast, he was like, I always change it. So, but you can
Rory.
follow them at the Rev and Philo movie. We'll post it up again. But that it was great. It was good seeing all our old friends.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, not to make it about ourselves too, but they even shouted us out at the end.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Because Felipe was like, I finally realized, like, everybody liked it, and it's pretty inspirational. And, like, not to toot his own horn, but yeah, we're gonna give him his roses, because we wouldn't have, if they wouldn't have invited us onto their podcast 2-3 times
and
that they
saw
did,
how they did it. Yeah, and they were like, oh shit, we can do it too.
Yeah, we would have. This would have never happened. So
hell yeah.
We're thankful for them. We're thankful for Chris Don. And we're glad we were invited and we were able to be there and shed a tear for Brother Rev.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But I mean, to move on, just to give the roses to them and quick shout out. That too, when we post it, go follow their page and then hopefully everybody can see it some way somehow. But
yeah, hopefully put it on YouTube or something like
that. Yeah, that too. Or we can
because he said it after that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Yeah,
I don't know
you guys let me know.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
But yeah, I know you came in not hot, but you were like, dude, this and that, and then you were like, hold on, well, I'll save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I detailed today. So today's Wednesday.
We're
gonna release this
baby. It'll probably go Thursday.
Thursday. All right. So, well, it's Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. My brother had a day off. I got a detail in the morning. Or right now. That's where I'm coming from. And so I get there and this guy hit me. He posted on the Facebook page, the East LA page. I'm looking for a detail. I need my carpets and seats. Cool. Whatever. I hit him up. Take care. Whatever. Right. Booked. I get there. And then when I get there, I tell him, I'm outside. First of all, it's in a sketchy neighborhood. And it's like, and it's funny because I send my location to my girl. And I was like, I'm sharing my location because if something happens, I don't know where to run. Like, if I would have done something here in the neighborhood, all right, I go take this alley, blah, blah, blah. I know where to go. Or I can call somebody and be like, hey, do this, who's chasing me.
Yeah.
If something happens over there, I don't know where the fuck I'm at. So I was like, it's my location. So if something happens, you know where I'm at. Or you know where my last location is.
You know where to find the body. Yeah.
So there's that. And then I get there and he's like, and he was like, oh, so you're going to clean the carpets and stuff? I was like, yeah, carpets and seats, stain removal if you have stains. I get there, I'm looking at the car. The car's not that bad. I told you it wasn't that bad. Like mine and your car was probably way worse than them. And it was just like loose dirt, a couple maybe you dropped a coffee or something in the seats. It wasn't bad. Easy. Light. I was like, all right, cool. Easy. I'll be done with the inside in 30 minutes to an hour. And they start asking, oh, are you going to wash the outside too? Are you going to do this? And I was like, yeah, dude.
Do not know what
I'm going to detail the exterior. Oh, okay. Are you going to put the tire shine? Yeah, dude. That comes with every detail. Oh, okay. But are you going to shampoo the seats and the carpet? I was like, yes, dude. It's going to get clean, bro. Like, I always want to make sure. I was like, yeah. And then when me and you done details and I did details by myself, you get a couple of guys or people that'll be outside the whole detail and they'll ask you. They'll start asking like, "Oh, what's that for?" Or, "Oh, damn, what's this?" And I don't mind that. Question. I don't mind that because we use a bunch of chemicals and a bunch of tools. Hey, what's that for?
Yeah, and we're swapping them out.
And John was one of the ones when I had the little extendo clip for the window and I got it specifically for his truck. And he's like, "Oh shit, that's cool. What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, because I can't reach the windshield."
Yeah,
on the big car, so it's like a little extender, it extends and whatever. And I don't mind questions like that. I don't mind questions like that. But this dude was like, "Oh, hey, you should do it this way." And hey, dude, don't do it that way. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? You're paying me to do this. Let me fucking do it. I felt like that tennis player that looks at Ben Stiller. Like, I don't tell him how to act, do I? No, then you stop telling me how to play. I felt like that. Like I was like, dude, I don't tell you how to do your job. Let me do mine.
If you were better at it, you would.
Then I don't want to be cocky, but it's like the work speaks for itself. Go through my Instagram. Ask the people that I've detailed in the past. I haven't had any complaints yet.
Yeah.
Not to the point where it's like I never want to hit them back up. I'm never gonna. So the whole 2.5 hours, this dude's outside. Hey, how come you're not doing it this way? Or how come you don't do this? And it's like, all right, dude. And I was like, after a while, I was like, all right, I gotta try to ignore this guy because I can't be answering every single thing. Like I said, it's one thing to be like, hey, what's that? Or what? And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this chemical's for this, or I spray this to get this. And all right,
even if at the beginning, if he was just like, so we're doing the interior and then the exterior and tires and all that. Yeah, all right, cool, thanks.
Yes, and I told him, I always tell him like, oh. When they ask me, oh, how much does it cost? That's the first question I always get at. Oh, how much is it? Okay, what do you want? What kind of car is it? Oh, it's a Toyota 86. Okay, what do you want? Oh, I want my carpet shampooed and I want a wax and I want this. Okay, it's going to cost this much. Break it down, it's a little bit too much. Okay, well, I can do either or. You don't have to get both. Do you want the outside to look good or you want to get the inside?
Yeah, which
one
smell?
You have a lot of stains. Yeah. Okay, well, we can do this. So I always tell them that. It depends what you're looking for. If you tell me how much does it cost, I'm not going to give you a price because I don't know what you want.
Thing, yeah.
So that's that. And then he's like, how come you're not doing it this way? Why do you use that? And I use I use the drill brush to clean the seats and stuff. And I use the 3-step from PNS. It's I forgot what it's called. Like an enzyme something remover, a stain remover. You put that, you let it build into the upholstery or whatever. Takes all the stains and you use the carpet bomber and that's a regular carpet shampoo. Mm-hmm. Drill that out, dry it up, extract it. And then it has a finisher spray where it's like I don't want to say ceramic coating, but it's just like a repellent.
Like a protectant type thing.
It protects it from the sun. And if you drop something on it, it won't stain. So you can just wipe it off. And so that's what I was doing. He's like, oh, how come how come you don't use like the pressure washer? And then I was like, dude, I'm gonna fucking wet your radio, bro. I was like, no, dude. I was like, no, first of all, your seats aren't that bad. Yeah. I don't need to wake that much water because I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna clean it, and then your car's just gonna smell. It's gonna get mildew. It's gonna get nasty. Bacteria. You're gonna get moldy. No, it's just the surface. It'd be different if it's like the fucking, I don't know, those
it's supposed to be gray, but it's black.
Yeah, dude. It's like you don't have no oil, and it's fine. I was but like, also, all food and stuff.
You're not in a Jeep or like one of the new Ford Broncos.
Honda Insight.
Yeah, we're like, okay, I'm saying this because like even Toyota, the FJ Cruisers, a bunch of stuff there's drain holes in the floor.
Yeah,
and you could legit pressure wash inside the interior because
like
it's
fucking tank.
Yeah.
But this guy, the whole detail, and I was like, oh my god, dude, leave me go back inside your fucking house. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I'm done. And he just followed me the whole time. And I was like, oh my god, dude, leave me alone. And then after he was like, typical client, they inspect it and they, all right, and then he's kind of looking, and I felt like he wanted to find something and he couldn't.
Yeah,
he was just like,
tell you something. Like, oh, what about this spot?
Okay, yo creo. He's like, oh, I think it looks good, and he'd walk around outside, and okay. Oh, and this. Oh, and then he gave me shit for the windshield because he had like, they weren't water spots. It was stained. I guess he hadn't washed it in so long, or he was.
Oh yeah.
He was the type to like, if it's dirty, he just wash it off. So it was like thick dirt.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not gonna come off with the washer. You need to strip the glass. And I'm not. I can't do that now.
Yeah.
I can't. It's not enough time, and I didn't bring the chemicals. And no. He's like, oh, okay. Well, it's not gonna come off. And I was like, not right now. It can come off, but not right now. I can't, dude. That's why I asked you what you wanted, so I can. I have shit to do after. I can control the time of what I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna do it. And I was just like, all right, dude. He's like, oh, okay, well, all right, well, thanks, I guess. And I was like, yeah, pay me so I can get the fuck out of here. I want to leave.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first time where I ever had someone follow me. Literally the whole detail. And like I told you before, we have guys or people come out and they just, oh, hey, what's that for? Oh, it's the soap. The soap does this. Oh, all right. Oh, that's cool. I never thought of that. I never seen that before. Yeah, all right. But this dude was just, hey, how come you don't do it this way? Or you should do it like that. Or, oh, no, don't do that. Do it like this. Like, dude, what the fuck? Leave me alone, bro.
Who gave you this advice?
Yeah.
And what videos are you watching?
And I was like, there's a reason you called me. If you were over here saying I should do it a certain way, you'd fucking do it.
Not even that a certain way. If it's like, if you want it done the way you want it done,
then you
do it yourself. Because
go ahead.
No one's gonna do it the way you do it.
Yeah, you seen all the chemicals I have in my trunk, all the tools I have. You go ahead and buy yourself that, and you could do that.
Go get your Dawn dish soap, which is probably
bro.
Gonna do.
And I was like, dude, get out of here. So that was that. But before that, I want to quick shout out to Vital Detail Supplies in Alhambra. I don't know the exact address, but it's in Alhambra. You've gone where I go get the water.
What's the street? Valley?
It's on Valley. It's across the street from the Shakey's on Valley.
It is across the street from the Shakey's.
If you get off the 710, it's passing. Is it Fremont? Or
yes.
Jack in the Box and the You're passing Fremont. It's across the street from the Shakey's. That's on Valley in Alhambra. And yeah, dude, I went in there and I love going there because I don't want to compare it to like Walmart or Target, but let's say for example, you go to like Walmart or Target and hey, I'm looking for.
Well, there's no expertise.
I'm looking for a lotion that'll heal up my dry skin, but I don't want to feel oily. And they're well, lotion's over there.
Yeah.
I walk in there and first of all, I got a new air freshener. It was a eucalyptus mint air freshener. I had never used it, and I use this brand. It's PNS, where I get the brake cleaner.
Yeah.
And I heard really this stuff was really good because it's a 12-ounce bottle. It's concentrated oil. It's not like I don't want to hate, but the brand that we use, it's water based, so that's why it doesn't last long. This is oil, so I get it. And they had like mango, strawberry. I don't really like the fruit smells. Like kind of like a
it's a little too overpowering.
Like a cologne smell.
Yeah.
And this one smelled good. It was like it smelled like a Bath and Body Works cologne.
Oh,
and
nice.
So it smelled good. It smelled really good. So I get that. And I went in there because my drill brush broke. And I was like, I don't have time to go to a store to get it. I'm gonna be there. Hopefully it hasn't. Look, I found it. So I got the air freshener, a drill brush, and then I was walking around, and his name is Vic. I was like, hey Vic, I'm looking for tire shine. And he asked me a question that I never thought about before. He's like, oh, do you want it shiny, like high gloss, satin gloss, or you just want it to look black? And I was like, I don't fucking know, dude. And I was like, a satin gloss, because clients don't really, some of them, I want tire shine, but I don't want it to fucking mirror shine.
Yeah.
And some of them were like, hey, it's not shiny. And I was like, oh, go satin gloss. He goes, all right, cool, come here. I have this one does this, and this one, it's a 12-ounce bottle. You could dilute it 15-1. And he gave me everything, and I was like, damn, dude. There's no other store like this. And
no.
Every time I go in, I'll ask him, hey, dude, I need this. And, oh, well, what are you looking for? Is it, do you do a lot of this? Do you do a lot of hair removal? Do you do a lot of waxes? If you're not, he's not the type to be like, oh hey man, I need a drill brush. Oh well, my $50 drill brushes are over here. And it's like,
he's not trying to upsell
hey,
you.
well, like I've gone in there like, oh hey, I need a wax. Well, do you wax all the time? Like, do you want a gallon? Do you want the spray?
That's very
he doesn't try to, and he'll give you the best thing. He'll be like, hey, this one's $30 for a 12-ounce bottle, but you dilute it 1 to like 15.
Oh.
So this 12-ounce, that's what he told me about the air freshener. The air freshener, the 12-ounce bottle, and he goes, this 12-ounce bottle can make 2 gallons of air freshener. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you dilute it 1 to like 15 or 16.
Super concentrated.
Yeah, so you put one onto the air freshener, and the rest of it you put water. He's like, and you spray once every, back seat, front seat, and that's, he's like, and it's super concentrated. And I was like,
that's
shit. He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's a little, I think it was like $25. He's like, it's a little pricey, but
I mean, if you're getting a whole gallon, how many cars can you do with that?
You get a 15-ounce bottle. It's gonna last you fucking 10 cars, dude.
Yeah,
you just
15 ounces, and you still have
the rest of the bottle.
Yeah.
So there was that, and then finally I found a tire shine. He's like, "Oh, it's a Pro Auto one that brand's really good. It was like $30 for a 16-ounce bottle." And he's like, "Yeah, this one's highly dilutable." He's like, and not only that, you can use it for tires, and it's really good for plastic.
Oh, for trim.
For the trim and the like leather. Nice. And I was like, okay. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go. And then ended up buying one. Damn, I forgot what the brand was called. I'll look it up after. And it was like not a ceramic coating, but it's like a repellent. He's like, so you could use it, and if you go back to the same client, it'll be way easier to clean the tires.
Oh, that's nice.
So you pretty much just wipe it off with water, and all the dirt will come off. And I was like, oh shit. He's like, so I bought that one. But yeah, Vital Detail Supplies, I've been going there since I started my detailing journey. Yeah, after I left Harbor Freight, that's where I go buy all my chemicals. And yeah, dude, it was
That's
cool.
very informative. That's cool though, because that too. I mean, I'm not a salesman or anything like that, but I know, like, just coming from the mechanic side of it, obviously when someone comes in and they're like, oh, my car's making this weird sound, you're not just gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, well,
let me replace the engine.
No, you're gonna start asking follow-up questions to help you.
Does it
come down,
when it accelerate, when you brake?
Yeah. When does it happen? At what speed?
And this dude, I love going there because this dude, he sees me on the camera, and he's like, oh, what's up, dude, how's your Camry? Like, because I told him, like, I detailed my Camry, bro. Oh, shit. And he's like, I never thought. That's cool. And this dude is so, like, I can go in there and ask him anything about detailing, and he knows the product. He's like, right. I've never been to a store where you ask someone and oh yeah, let me help you out. Usually, like, even AutoZone, O'Reilly's, hey, I need this. Oh, let me talk to the manager and see.
Yeah, let me see what we got.
We have like I said,
like all the
cleaning supplies are over there, and it's like, fuck, dude,
like very minimal. Like, well, I know that this one, like,
this dude was like,
this is ceramic, and that's all we got.
And and the good thing about that store is that he has a bunch of brands, dude. It's so many brands. It's not just like, he doesn't try to sell you, oh, buy this brand, buy this. No, he has the Coach Cami. He has PNS. He has damn, what the hell? The company that makes Auto Fiber. He has a bunch of different detailing brushes. He has drill brushes, towels, wash mitts, a bunch of stuff, drying towels. He had air fresheners that look like cologne, dude. I'm gonna go buy them after. It's a little glass bottle, and I was like, damn. That's cool. But yeah, this dude he's awesome, dude. I love Vic. I love going to that store because even when I started detailing, it's like anywhere you go into a spot and you're kind of like,
you're
I don't want to look like a fucking idiot. I don't know. I don't really know what I want. I don't know what to ask for. And the first time I went there, I was like, hey, dude. He's like, oh, what's up? How can I help you? And I was like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't even know what I'm looking.
I need this.
He's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, well, I need a couple of detailing brushes. I need a towel. I need this. And he's like, oh, okay. How long you been detailing? Oh, dude, I'm about to go do my second detail now. Oh, shit, for real? He makes you feel welcome. He's not the type. He's not gonna put you down and be like, "Oh fuck, nah, dude, go somewhere else." This is where the professionals come.
But like, you're gonna need a lot. Like,
and I think this dude runs the store by himself. Today I saw him with another employee there, but usually when I go, he's just by himself.
It's just him.
He's there Monday through Saturday, I think, from 8 to like 5 or 6, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the water in the back is 24 hours.
True entrepreneur.
Yeah, and this dude, I was like, dude, that store is awesome, bro. I think you've been in it a couple times,
times, right?
And
like
this dude
once
has
or twice.
Everything, dude. He has everything.
It's an Asian dude, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and I need to buy a couple stuff, but I was like, I gotta stop myself because this is my fucking. This is my equivalent to the Snap-on truck, right?
Yeah, this is where it's gonna go crazy. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy.
I gotta go in there and get what I need, and I'm walking out.
Run out.
But yeah, this dude, he's awesome, dude. So shout out to Vital Detail Supplies, man. You guys are awesome over there.
For sure. Because a couple times that I've been in there, he was talking to other people and like he knew them. Oh, what's up, man? Where you been at? And they were like legit, like, oh, okay, cool. Oh, this guy, yeah, he was over here.
Yeah.
So it's like
he has his little clientele.
Super personal.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
He's the owner operator. That's cool. He's actually there. in the trenches. And yeah, like you said, he sounds super knowledgeable.
Yeah, so if you guys want to get your tools, man, go over there. Not only that, I think he finances too. No credit check. I think you only need to leave $50 down, and you pay monthly, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah, he almost had me for a new pressure washer. I was like, nah, dude, I can't do it. But yeah, he has like polishing machines, pressure washers,
it's like literally cannons, everything, huh? From inside to outside.
Inside out, he has everything.
Down to the spotless, rinseless water. So it's like...
he has a bunch of stuff. But yeah, Vital Detail Supplies on Valley. Don't know the address, but across the street from Shaky. That's all I know.
They have an Instagram too, no?
Yeah, Vital Detail Supplies.
We'll put the Instagram somewhere around here, but yeah. But it's actually kind of funny that you bring up, your customer. Yesterday we had a customer. He came in, and we always get this. And lately it's been happening a lot. They come in, and their tires are shit. So their tires will be wearing out from the edge, and obviously when they're driving, it feels like it's kind of pulling to the left or to the right. And we're like, well, your tires are wearing out, and because of the tire wear, that's why you're getting that little pull. And then we'll tell them, like, we'll do the alignment, and then we'll tell them, like, go get new tires, drive the truck, and if it pulls, the other way, just bring it back. Because, again, when we do the caster, we're moving the axle, and we're kind of shifting it from, like, left to right. And so, when it's pulling right, we put a shim on the right, and so it kind of lifts the right side a little bit, and so it makes it lean, right? Yeah. So when you put new tires on, well, guess what? All that caster that we put in, it's perfect again because of the tires. So, it'll come back. So it'll come back sometimes. So, okay, we'll just drop the shim by 1 degree, and the boss always does that. He always says, like, oh, okay, just come back when you get the new tires if it's pulling. If not, you should be good. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. This guy came in, and so it was 2. But the first one, he came in, and he was giving Gene all this crap. And Gene, the boss was just like, I don't know what you want me to help you with anymore. Like, at this point, I'm telling you, it was the tires, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's it. And this dude, he was... believe he was Asian, and so he was using a translator app. Okay. And we brought it back up, and the boss told the homie Jesus, hey, just bring it down or bring it up. I don't know. He told him to change the caster with the shim. So, all right, cool. He did it, and he was like, it's driving fine. So it's good. When he got back into the office, boss was like, here, whatever. And apparently, while Jesus had walked in, he told me, he was like, apparently that the customer had written like a whole essay about, I've been here 3 times and this and that and the same thing. So the first time he had bad tires. Second time he came back with new tires. Third time it was like 15,000 miles after, and he was like, my steering wheel's crooked and I don't know what. But again, it's like a car. If you hit a bump hard enough, that steering wheel's gonna shift. Yeah. Something's gonna move the toe. So we're trying to explain it to him. But anyways, he wrote on this whole paragraph, and he gave it to the boss, and our boss was like, okay, and he pushed like play, like read it, translate it. It's like da 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 da. You guys did a horrible job. And that the boss was just like, here's your phone. Get out. he's like, that's it. We fixed it. You're done. And the guy was like, no. I was like, oh, we're not even charging you. Get out. Like, what do you want? One more. God. At this point, like this guy, like your customer, he was just looking for something so he could be like, oh, I'll do this or whatever. So there was that guy. And then he told him to leave. And then there's a second customer that came. And same thing. We call them rechecks. So we'll recheck it. Yeah. The boss will drive it. And he'll just be like, oh, the steering wheel's off just a little bit more. Like, let's fix the steering wheel again. Or you know what? It is starting to pull to the right. Drop the shim down. Put the shim in. Like, it's just,
small things.
Super small things. And this guy, I happened to finish a truck. So I'm taking in my paperwork to the inside. And he's talking to Jasmine. And he's saying, like, oh, my truck, this and that. And they were mid-conversation or argument, I should say. So I walk in. And every time that happens, I feel bad for them in the front because they go based off what we tell them.
Yeah, so they only know so much.
So we'll tell them, like,
oh,
the tires are bad, this and that. And so they kind of get a couple nuances, like, okay, well, it's your tire. Look at your tire pressure. That's why the tires are wearing out. Or, this. So, very minimal things, and it's not their fault. So this guy's like, no, this and that. And he's not yelling, but he's very like, oh, well, I came and same thing, same story. I came this time. I got a new tire, this, that, blah, 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 blah. And Jasmine's like telling him, like, well, like, I'm telling you what I'm telling you based off the spec sheet. Like, that's all I know. What more do you want? Like, and that too, when I walked in, she was like telling him like, you haven't even driven the truck again. Like, he's literally coming just from pain and then saying like, my truck's not driving right. But it's like, we did the work already.
Yeah, you haven't gone.
You yourself haven't re-driven it again. You haven't driven it off the lot. And so he wasn't getting that. He was just like, no, this, da, da, da. So finally, like, I stepped in because I was like, okay, well, people are like that too. Obviously, they're the ladies in the front, so I'm sure they see him and they're like, we could take advantage of them. But when they see us, we're in the uniform, you know, they kind of like, oh, so whatever. And I literally said everything she said. Like, oh, no, like, you got new tires, and we're telling them that the boss drove it himself. Like, he just drove it himself, and they fixed whatever. And he's like, no, but you don't get it. And I'm like, no. Like, relax, dude. Like, if you want, our boss is outside. Go talk to the boss. And he was being a dick, and he was where's your boss? And literally, like, you just turn right to stare out the glass door. It was right there with that Peterbilt. 5-10 feet away.
Fucking out the white shirt, bro.
And the guy was no, where? I don't see him. But he's looking at me, and I'm like, just turn around. And then he goes, show me. You show me.
Motherfucker, I'm gonna show you.
So I go, all right, cool. You want me to hold your hand too? And like, I don't know. I didn't really see because I was already pissed off at this point. Like, I hope he swings. Like, I'm gonna lay him out.
Give me an excuse.
And I don't know if he heard me or he chose to ignore it because I said it loud. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll show you. You want me to hold your hand too? And we walk out and I go, look, guy in the white shirt. Where? Like, all exaggerated, right? And it's like, that guy. That's Gene. That's our boss. Go talk to him. All right, and he goes in. I come back in, and Jasmine's like chuckling. She's all like, well, why didn't you hold his hand? I'm like, man, fuck this guy. So whatever. That's not even the end of the story, right?
Oh.
So whatever that happens, this, that, the other. Again, I finished another truck, or I came back in, and the boss is talking about it, and he's like, the guy didn't believe that I talked to him. I'm like, what? What? I was like, the guy that I handed off to, he's like, yeah. He's saying, no, I want to talk to the guy that's in the office. And he's like, that's me.
Literally only only him. It's
like,
literally only him.
He's the only guy.
He's the only one that has an office.
He's like, that's me. And then he's like, no. The one that's inside with the girls. The one that sits over there. And he's all, hi,
you want me to walk back into my office so you can see that I'm in the office?
And that he kept like, no, it wasn't you. I didn't talk to you. And he's like, I don't know who else you talked to. But I'm the boss.
Oh God!
As you can, I'm wearing a different color uniform as everybody else.
Yeah.
My name's on the desk. All the like, I was like, what? No way. He's like, yeah. He didn't believe. I didn't know what to tell. Like, it's me. And I'm telling you. And he was telling the same thing. Like, I drove it. We test drove it. It's fine now. This and that. And again, the guy hadn't even stepped foot in his truck since he dropped it off.
Driven it himself.
No, like he dropped the truck off. We did whatever we did because I don't know. I didn't touch that truck. And then he left, and then we called him, hey, your truck's ready, and came back and paid, and then started blowing up. So he didn't even step foot in the truck.
Jesus Christ.
Our boss, but yeah, he was like, no, I want to talk to the guy on the inside. And our boss was
like, what the fuck? I don't know what to tell you, guys.
Yeah, like, all my workers are Mexican. I'm the only white guy, so I don't know how you can get me confused with anybody else. And I was just like, this fucking guy. And I told the boss, like, yeah, this dude was getting mad over here at Jasmine and stuff. And the boss was just like, we laughed about it after. But it was the weirdest shit ever. Like, I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know. People just, I don't know. Whatever. But, okay. All right. Everybody shits. Everybody's got to take a dump. You know? Me, personally, I shit everywhere. Because I learned, I was like, I'm not gonna hold this back, and possibly ruin my life. You know, I'm not gonna, have, like, I don't want this. I don't want to be this uncomfortable
the whole time.
Wherever I'm at. Obviously, if it's like a porta potty, I'm not gonna shit in a porta potty.
Yeah.
If I see a crackhead come out of a store,
maybe if you're the first one to use the porta potty, it's a different story.
Yeah. It's different. If I have Clorox wipes, I can wipe the seat. Shit like that, right? Everybody shits. At work, you shit. Hey, that's a free break, If you were to shit and you clogged the toilet, what would you do?
Like at work? Like
at work.
The employee toilet?
Yeah, employee toilet.
I'd be like, I would say it. Tell somebody.
Right? Yeah.
Because it's a work. It's like, hey, I just call a toilet. My bad.
At the very least, right?
It's your coworkers. You got to be some type of comfortable with them.
Yeah, like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
At the very least, right?
Who calls the toilet at your job?
So, I'm working. The homie Jesus.
Name drop him.
I will, because he's an old dude. But okay, so the homie Jesus works next to me in the rack next to me, and he comes out and he's all, "Oh man, fucking Ephraim." And I'm all, "Oh, what happened?" Ephraim's our driver. He's an old dude, crazy. He's an enigma. He's like, what the fuck? He's like 60. He's about to retire. He has like a 3-year-old.
What?
He's like 60 something. Yeah.
My boy.
His wife is like, I want to say like 40, 50. And yeah, anyways.
Good for him.
Yeah, dude's got like 5 kids. Like, it's weird. Anyways, he's like, fucking Ephraim. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I wanted, and it was funny too, because it was like, I wanted to take a shit. So I walked by, all right. And that too, Ephraim just got new boots. So when you look under the stall, you see new boots. He's like, I see the new boots. I know it's fucking Ephraim. All right, cool, whatever. So he's like, I came back, and he wanted the big stall. The big stall's the one that everybody uses. So he
wants a little handlebar to help
yourself. Man. And so he came back, and he's telling me, yeah, so I come back, and, whatever. All right. He's like, all right, cool. I go to check again. He's like, because again, I gotta drop this shit, man. And he goes, and that he saw Ephraim come out, and he's like, all right, cool. That was my move. Like, I gotta go. Yeah. He's like, so I go in there, and it's weird because he's like, I noticed that when he walked out, he kind of left kind of closed the door behind him, and then whatever, watched the hand left, and so he was like, that's suspicious. So that he goes and he swings open the door, and our toilets are like house toilets. They have like the seat, and then they have the lid to cover, and the lid was down, and then he was like, okay, like that's weird. So that he goes with his foot, opens up the lid, and then he just goes,
oh fuck!
My boy just left a hot log.
That's dirty.
And it was clogged. Like, it was rising. Like, it was global, like, global warming in that toilet bowl. Yeah, dude. That he was like, and that this dude. And so when that happened, he came out, and when he came out, even like when he doesn't have any trucks to drive, he just starts sweeping.
Yeah.
Master got me working, and so I'm there already. I'm there. I'm working on my truck, and I just hear Jesus go, "Hey, like Ephraim," tells him in Spanish, like, "Hey, you clogged the toilet.
What
the toilet
fuck,
doesn't
bro?
flush." Yeah, like, what the fuck? And so again, at the very least, you let someone know.
Yeah. Or if we'll tell the boss, hey, can you let housekeeping know if something happened with the toilet?
If I call you out on it, right? Even if you didn't know, if you just flushed it, dipped.
Yeah.
And hey, dude, you left the toilet clogged. I was gonna go in there.
I would have been like, nah. All right, then go.
Yeah, like,
still say something.
So he goes, hey, you clogged the toilet, and he goes, no. Well, when I left, it was fine. It flushed. And Jesus was like, okay, well, it's clogged. And he's like, oh, well, I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to call a plumber. And he laughs, starts brushing, and this was just like
motherfucker, I saw you walk out. Nobody else has got in the restroom.
And again, it's happening at our rack, so I'm sitting there.
You're in the middle.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, wait, hold on. And I tell him, like, this motherfucker, and he's all, that fool's fucking disgusting. That fool's fucking dirty. Fuck that fool. I had to take a shit. I'm like, dude. And then after he's all like, bro, that shit was so nasty. I didn't even have to shit anymore. Like,
se me quitó la gana.
That's dirty. I'm like, dude, and the whole time I'm tripping. Well, Jesus too, he's all like, that fool's nasty, that fool's disgusting. Like, what the fuck, really? And we have plungers there. Like, it's happened before where we clogged the toilet, and we've and like one time it was bad, but it was just like people were using too much paper, and like we tried to do it, but it wouldn't. So that time we did have to like use the hanger, like all that, and it took a day, but we did it again. We let it, people knew this, whatever. And so we're just like, what the fuck? And this just got pissed. I was like shocked, and I was shocked and just like
I would have been pissed too if I was next up and I gonna drop
a bro, a hot log. And it was like after lunch too. So shit was happening. And it's just like, this fool's just like, fuck this fool. Like, that's fucking that. Like, and I'm like,
I feel like that's something that you can't even go tell your boss about, because then it's like you're snitching on him because he clogged the toilet. Just go fix it. Go get it done.
I disagree. I would have been like, fuck it, because after that the stance was nobody touched that toilet. It's he has to do it. He knows. And Jesus went and told like pretty much everybody, like, this was fucking nasty. and it ended up being that the cleaning lady comes and she found out. Yeah. And so I was like, whatever, I'm working, and like I see the cleaning lady go into the restroom, and usually after lunch she doesn't really clean the restroom again. Like, she'll go in there real quick and just like why? Yeah, because she already did it in the morning.
Yeah.
And so she goes, and I see that she's in the stall, and she's like, like coming in and out. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I see the homie Hector go in there, and I think he was helping her. Like, it's fucked up. And then I go and I turn on, hey, Jesus, look, that's fucked up. Like the cleaning lady's even in there.
Yeah.
And he's all, this fucking guy, he was pissed. Like, this fucking man, fuck this.
Like, bro, say something. Don't let people find it.
Don't let people find.
Look at the cleaning lady. The cleaning ladies are so there's some sweet ladies over there. You don't do that to the cleaning lady, bro.
And he was, this was mad. Everybody was kind of mad. Like, really? Like, come on, dude. Like, and again, he's like a 60. I want to say he's like in his late 60s. Oh, your phone went out. That's all right. We'll see what's up. But he's in his like late 60s, and he still was like, just go around. He still was like, nah, like it's cool. No, yours. He still was like, nah, it's cool, dude. Like, it'll be fine. I'll figure it out, or someone will do it. And we're just like, dude, you're this older man. You have kids. How could you not just? It was just weird. Hold on, we're gonna do a quick pause right now, and then we'll get back into this. All right, we're back.
All right, sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, the dude just decided, like, I'm not gonna touch that. Like, it's no. And then our cleaning lady ended up having to freaking do it, and we're just like, what the fuck?
That's fucked up, dude.
Bro, after that, Jesus started like, whatever, and then he just starts yelling out, "Cagon, cagon, here comes cagon."
We can't make this for cleaning, but
we're gonna make sure he'll never forget this day. And
oh my god,
it'd be your own people. But yeah, we're like, what the fuck? Huh? You're just gonna drop this? You're just gonna be like this?
Like, it was fucked up.
This is the weirdest shit ever.
Like you said, like you don't gotta. Oh, let me go and clog it myself. But tell somebody, or like when you say Jesus walked in.
Yeah.
When Jesus walked in, be like, hey dude, don't go. Don't go in that stall. That's all you got. Hey, don't go. Hey, don't go in there. Don't go in there. And then that way you can be like, all right, cool. Don't go. Don't leave and not say anything, and then come out and be like, "Oh, I didn't know, dude."
Yeah, what do you want me to do?
You were clearly in there before he went in there, and there's nobody else that's gone in there after.
And he just left it like that, and it was. So yeah, we call him Cagon now, and it's a recurring joke. Like, don't go in after him.
Is that the dude that you were talking to John about that fool just mad all the time?
No,
that's not him.
No. That's the other dude, Rick, firefighter Rick.
Oh, that's right.
But then, and then this past weekend, because I went to Harbor Freight and I started adding to the toolbox. I got this it's like the power drawer organizer, and it's for your impact guns. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's $30. I was like, oh, $30. I could put all my, holster my weapons in my box. All right, cool. On Monday, I'm all excited, bring the box out during our first break. I take it, and then the homie Pedro's like, oh, like, all right, cool, you gonna put it on? Yeah. And so he's like, all right, cool, I'll help you out. We're doing it. We're putting it all together. We're like, oh, how does it? Oh, this. All right, cool, yeah. I open up my bottom drawer, because my bottom drawer is the biggest. I put that thing in there. Boom. Hell yeah. I go to close it. Boom, it hits.
Oh,
that shit was way too big. I was like, fuck. Pedro starts laughing at me. Oh, you fucking idiot. Like, you didn't measure? You didn't know? I was like, dude, I just thought, like, whatever. Like, it's going to fit in the biggest drawer. Like, I didn't know fucking people were out here making completely different size drawers, that much. And so I'm like, all right. And I was like, fuck, we just go on break. I'm like, fuck this. And Roger's like, what happened? I was like, that shit doesn't. Oh no, because what happened? He's like, go look at it. I go look at it, and he's all like, oh dude, that shit's bitch, and that shit's not.
And why kind of close?
Yeah, me and Pedro, leave it open? Me and Pedro both just start laughing, and he's all like, well, you can cut it, dude. Just get a wire wheel and cut it. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll probably do that. And he's like, well, how much was it? It's all $30, and he was like, well, start asking fools around here, like $30 and it's yours. I'm like, fuck. I'm like,
everybody already saw it doesn't fit in the fucking
truck. So they're like, and then Roger's looking at his box and he goes, I don't even think it'll fit in mine. And Roger has a bigger box than me. He's like, so whatever. So all right, cool, we'll cut it. And I was like, all right, cool, we'll cut it on our last break. And so there we go. I had to cut like 3 inches off, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I did it, and we're going, and Pedro again. Shout out to Pedro. He's coming out to help me, and we're using one of the shop grinder, and we're like, I don't know. So he goes, you know what? Let me go grab mine. So Pedro goes to grab his, and we're doing it, and it's like we have it together. Because at first I was like, let me just cut it all together. I don't want to take it apart and then have to rebuild it. And we're doing it, and I'm like, I'm following that line, and sparks are flying and shit, and I'm like going, and little by little my hand just starts creeping lower and lower and lower.
It's all crooked.
And I stop and I look, and you see like a perfect line, and then it just starts boom. Like the NASDAQ just went down, dude. I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, well, whatever. Like, we can go, and then we'll just grind it level. And, all right, cool, we're going. And then I'm like, oh, let me get the corner. And I'm going to get the corner, and it's like, it has a little bend, right? And so I'm going to get the corner. It gets caught, and, like, the disc breaks. And I was like, fuck. And we don't have face shields. We're using safety glasses, which is, it should be fine. Preferably a face shield, just in case that disc flies in your... And so we both look at each other like, all right, let's change this. We should probably let
the guys know that. We'll give it to the guys that know what they're doing.
And then Pedro goes, maybe we should take it apart. And I was like, yeah. So we take it apart, and we're doing it, and I start cutting the other ones, and obviously it made it 20 times easier. The other two panels, because there's 3 panels, the other 2 panels I was able to cut perfectly straight. Pedro was helping me out with that third one, and it came out all... And not Pedro's fault. I started off janky. And when I was doing it, the boss comes and he's all, "What the fuck are you cutting?"
Who
and I
was like, who gave you the welder?
So I took it upon myself. I was like, yeah, I messed up. And he's like, oh, well, he starts giving me tips. Do like this. I was like,
or just get someone else.
Or just step away and go back to the alignments. So I did it, and I ended up grinding that other piece down flat enough so it's like, and I put it in my box. It fit perfect. All right, cool, done. So the box is coming along great, and yeah, as you can see, we're investing in more and more stuff. We got a new table, so thank you guys for that.
Who said it? Ashley said it. You guys look kind of weird. The table's small.
You sit way too close, and we're like, we know, but that's all we can afford. But we got a new table, and as you can see, our DSLR cables, they're all from Rode. Not a sponsor, but they can be. And yeah, I mean, I think we're at 50 minutes, so thank you guys. We appreciate it. Again, definitely go follow the Rev and Philo movie, or follow the Revlo Network. Listen to that podcast. Rest in peace, Chris Don. Nothing really else. I mean, I don't want to badmouth anybody or any organization. We did have a pop-up event this week that was coming up, but unfortunately got canceled. So we have kind of an overstock of inventory. We're gonna see what we do about that, and we'll let you guys know.
Hit my brother up the Heights Garage.
Yeah,
hit up on TikTok.
Go to theheightsgarage.com. Get yourself the baseball T-shirts, the Taco Cervezas and Cool Cars T-shirt.
That are on the heavyweight.
Yeah, on the premium heavyweight 9-ounce T-shirt.
They're nice, bro. They're real fucking nice.
Real nice.
I think I don't know if I talked about it on the podcast, but
yeah, last week.
You had to give it to me, and I was like, I don't know about this one, big dog. And
they're super comfortable.
They're super comfortable.
And just help us with this overstock that we have now. And I don't know, maybe we'll do like a giveaway, or we'll throw in some extra stuff. But we appreciate you guys listening. Again, shout out to the Revlo Network. Without them, we wouldn't be here. This is going to be episode 41, episode 50, right around the corner.
Yeah,
we'll see what we can do for that.
Talk about that.
We need a big event for that, and then obviously when we hit 100 and all that. But thank you guys for listening. We appreciate it. Hit us up on THG_Shop Talk. Hit us up at the Heights Garage. Go to our website, theheightsgarage.com. If you need a detail,
hit me up the Heights_Autospa on Instagram.
And we'll catch you on the next one. As always, guys, keep it boy Heights built.